Well, welcome to another quick learning. Today we're going back to the regex tutorial on regex1.com. So we finished the tutorial, and these are the problems set at the end. If you'd like to go to the first video in the series, I'll put a link in the description below. Otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and get started. So problem 1, parsing and extracting data from a URL. When working with files and resources over a network, you will often come across URLs or URIs and URLs, which can be parsed and worked with directly. Most standard libraries will have classes to parse and construct these kinds of identifiers, but if you need to match them in logs or a larger corpus of text, you can use regular expressions to pull out information from their structured format quite easily. URIs, or Uniform Resource Identifiers, are a representation of a resource that is generally composed of a scheme, host, port, which is optional, and resource path, respectively highlighted below. So you got the scheme here, the host, and then the colon, the port, and then the page. The scheme describes a protocol to communicate with, the host and port describe the source of the resource, and the full path describes the location at the source for the resource. In the exercise below, try to extract the protocol, host, and port of all the resources listed. All right, so for these, you can see you want to capture this scheme here, which is HTTP or HTTPS or file, etc. And then you want to capture the what do they call it? The host, and then the port, and then that's it. They don't want the actual page or resource path information. All right, so let's go ahead and see. So I'm going to give you guys some time to think about it, try it on your own, see if you can come up with the answer. Otherwise, I'll come back and show you how to do it. All right, I'm back. So I'm going to show you guys how I would tackle this. So you can see capturing this first one, it's always at the beginning, which makes it simple. So since it's at the beginning, I'm going to put up the hat character here, which signifies the beginning. You can always look at this right side that has the notes. Let's see, I don't see the hat, but the hat signifies the beginning, and then the $ subsequently signifies the end. Here it is. The hat is the beginning, and the $ is the end. And then we want to capture everything up until this colon and then these slashes. So I'm going to create a capture group by starting a parenthesis. And then what's in that capture group, so you can see these are all letters, but I'll do a /W, which includes also numerics. And there'll be more than one. So that's what the plus is, so one or more. So if I end that capture group, so you can see we're already capturing this here. And then there's going to be a colon, and then there's going to be these slashes. So you can see now we've matched up to here, and we want to start matching this host right here. Now if we start looking at the host can be letters, there's also periods, there's underscores, there's dashes, so there's a bunch of different things you can have. So let's just start a capture group, and then I'm going to do a bracket, and I'm going to do /W for all the alphanumeric characters. I'm also going to do a slash and then a period. So this is to match the period. You need this slash here because the period is actually a special character within regex. So this slash is an escape character that tells the regex that I want to match the actual period, not use the period that signifies any character. All right. And then we're also going to do a slash. All right. And then we're going to do a plus sign after that bracket because it can be any number of these characters. And you can see we've already matched all of them up to the colon where the port information is. And then we'll close that to create the capture group. So now we just have to finally capture the port information. So the next thing that comes is a colon, and then there's going to be, so let's start a capture group, and then there's going to be some number of digits, And we're going to put the plus sign signifying there's one or more. And if we close that, so sorry, that's going to be a question mark because that can be, oh, sorry, I'm going to put the question mark after the colon and the question mark here. All right, you need the question mark because it's not going to be in every one of them. You can see that this one doesn't have the port information. This one doesn't have the port information. The port is optional. So the question mark, as you can see over on the side here, means that it's an optional character. So this port information might not be there or it might be. So that signifies that. So you can see we've done it now. We've captured everything that we want. We've captured here the scheme. We've captured here the host, and here we've captured the port. All right. So hopefully you guys were able to follow along with that. And this is actually the last lesson of this tutorial. So if you've gotten through all the videos, congratulations. You're probably a master now at regex expressions. And hopefully you'll look at some of my other videos on Python, SQL, Excel, etc. All right. Thank you very much.